Hi there, rattrap25 and a Merry Christmas to everyone. Seeing that it's a Merry Christmas, I'm not just going to do one toy review. It's been a while. I'm going to do two. I said in my last video I was going to do something. I couldn't decide between two things, and they were so beautiful. Just so beautiful. I really do have to thank tfknowlsy because we did a trade. First one I'm going to be reviewing is Animated Ironhide. Is just a remode of Cybertronian mode of Ratchet, but in the G1, this is like G1 base Transformers, and there will be using same modes for all the characters. Okay, like I said, there's not much going for this. It's got nice paint apps, nice Cybertronian mode. I like the treads, how the renditions, the like the hovercraft modes from the Cybertron from G1 more than meets the eye, and make them more into like treads, Cybertronian treads. There's not much background on Ironhide in Transformers Animated. It does appear quite a bit in some episodes during the series. One's Autobot Boot Camp. Then he was mostly dominated in Transformers Season 3. Okay, he does take does come under the command of Rodimus Minor or Rodimus Prime, as if you say the toy says Rodimus Minor, but if you're listening to the cartoon, it's Rodimus Prime. A fighting team Char. That's all you do. You got two little fist clamps on the air. To transform it, you take these two bits off. I don't know what they're meant to be. I've just gone fist. Okay, this back bit, we start off with the back bit. Just clip them off from underneath the belly. Like that. Oops. Sorry, John. The all ball joints. I do have to apologise to John for that because we traded the toy, and you flip out these back treads from his back legs, like so, to form his front robotic legs. Then what you do is push these down, his front turrets, and pull out his bonnet, and just call it a bonnet, and push his front treads in to clap together. Wait a minute, you do something first. Then you pull down the legs, then you clip in the treads. Two little grey pieces, like a little grey piece that you can see under there. You push down that. Believe it or not, that's half done. That's half of him done. More than halfway. Then you just pull down his arms slightly. See these little black, like, I don't know, shapes. You get your fingernail in because they do lock in quite tight. They're really good, like all the Transformer toy line, animated toy line, just brilliant. Then you just pull out his arms from underneath, like that, push up, push his arms down, back down, push his arms up, head up from there. It's just like there. You just pull it up with your finger. Then what you do is just twist your arms up like that and fold in. And it locks his arms into place. Then you pull your arms down and you push these shapes up to give his arms a bit more length. Now, there is a gimmick on this. On his right arm, there's a little switch. It's like a punching mechanism. Like that. Punching, like that. I won't use it so much because I don't want to break it. And these things, I don't know what you want to call them. Just call it his iron mold. Start of his iron mold. Now, what would be good if they made like a Fans Project did a clip-on system like this all over there to make it more silvery. Or if, you know, to make him into his armor ride. He got his name from Sentinel Prime. That's basically it. If you don't want to store that on there, you can store it straight on the back where you found them. Overall, I love Ironhide. I haven't stopped playing with him. John, message to John, this is bloody beautiful for deluxe. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful toy. I love the reddish and orange shapes. They did release it in the Hasbro, but this is the Takara version because you can see you got the painted Autobot sign. Okay, that's my first one. My second one is the piece of the Resistance. I do have to say it is. I was absolutely speechless when this came through the door. So thanks, John. It's this. It's animated Blackout. I didn't really care for the movie line version. I like it, but there's something about it, about the Blackout in the movie line. I like most of the movie line toys. I like Wreckers, like Wheeljack, but the Blackout, the toy, I didn't really like. Well, not many people like the movie line. Well, okay, it doesn't have any. The only gimmick he has is rotor blades will spin, so you can have these helicopter spinning effect, but it does bang onto his wheel. You got this big massive cutter thing, and if you pull this, it does click out, and there we go, we've lost the weapon. Pick that up. To transform him, you take out his rotary blade like that. That's the only thing that you need to do. It's very much like Lugnut, animated Lugnut. You pull out, open up the chest like that, feeling his head, bring down his legs, fold them out, click them into place, fold his chest in. It's got like a gimmick in. It springs back his rotary blade, and then you bring these two down. Then what you need to do is push his chest back. Do it on the other side. It does click in, and then you fold these like missile pads from down. Fold these like missile pads down. You rotate the arms down. You bring the machine gun down, and you got an arm there. You can tell he is built for combat. In this one, he's got, and you just fold out his arms like that from his chest. Like you see, he's got a very movie-like head. I love this one. I love this. Now this one, I do have to really do thank John for this one. Also, really good toy this is. I really do like it. I like the gold paint, the purple Decepticon logo, the gold paint arts, the greyish green armour coating, and plus this doesn't clip onto anywhere, at least in the instructions it says it doesn't, but he's got his machine guns that can target at any angle. No, this doesn't plug into anywhere when he's in robot mode, but it does have like a gimmick for it, and the gimmick is simple. The weapon's down there. You push his arm back in, one of his arms. I used the left arm because I'm left-handed. Turn his machine gun up. You get the back of this like that. You clip it in like so, and there you go. He's got like an axe, or he's got a cannon shooter. Just basically cannon like that, like that. Get the disc thing and push it in. Well, overall, they were going to release this in Hasbro, but I don't know, they just didn't want to. Hasbro didn't want to release this one. Thanks for Takara, lovely people at Takara. They released the blackout mode for us, and I think as Transformer collectors, Takara is a little bit more expensive than Hasbro, but it's well worth putting the extra money in for a collector. So, because I've seen these on eBay and Amazon, and they're not cheap, I can tell you that. It's like one of the most expensive, like, things that we were meant to get in Transformers lines were the Thundercracker, the Ramjet, so we get all 4 or 5 Seekers. We weren't going to get a Slipstream because you can't, she was just too thin and fiddly. We were going to get a Wasp mode, we were going to get Cliff Jumper, we were going to get Blur, Night Screen Blur, and I think there was another one we were going to get. Oh yeah, Omega Supreme. We were going to get the animated Omega Supreme. I even seen shots of it on YouTube on that they were going to release Omega Supreme. So, but unfortunately, they just stopped. So, this is rattrap25 signing out for a until Christmas, and I will give you all a Christmas wish. Oh, and I've got a competition coming soon, probably just after Christmas, because I bought some things, and one of the things I couldn't buy on my own, on its own, so it came into a pack of 4, and I only want one from it. They weren't going, and I weren't paying the amount of money for this it on its own. It was cheaper just buying it in this pack of 4. So be ready for that competition when I get them items through, and you will be getting them. One of the lucky people will get 3. 3 people will get 1 prize. So this is rattrap25 giving you a Merry Christmas, and I will be coming up with another video next week. So have a Merry Christmas. Thank you, John. Check him out. Check Dave Smuzzle number 1, SMS number 1. Everyone else, Merry Christmas, and not a Happy New Year, because I will be putting one up just before New Year. See ya.